In this video, I am going to show you how to get out of the house, put your makeup on in around 5 minutes. Now, because I'm going to explain some things, it'll take a little longer, but the truth is, with a couple of little shading ideas, brushes, we can really get out of the house and look beautiful and presentable. So the first thing that I do is I put on a primer. I like the Laura Mercier primer. I take about a pearl size, rub it, and I put it on, and I really concentrate in the T-zone and also right here in between on the sides of my nose. Then I use my foundation, which is also like a moisturizing foundation. It's Clarins, and I really like it a lot. And I take not a lot, but not a little. And I dab it, and I start up here, and I go down, and I also concentrate, once again, on the areas that have a lot of redness. Kind of pat it on to start, and then always smoothing up and out. We're going to do a lot of blending with brushes, so basically with this, I just want to get it all on. Now, it's important not to use too much of anything. So our motto is going to be less is more. Because as our skin gets older, we don't want to look like we cake things on. Now, I've already moisturized, so my skin is really ready for all these products. And the next thing I use is a concealer. And I rub it and start at the corner of the eye, once again, up and out. And I do on the top and on the bottom. Now you'll see I already look a little better because the skin tone is more even. I like to start with an eyeliner pencil. And first thing I do is under the eye, and I've learned a little trick that if you pull your eyelid out and you do the rim of the eye, it takes very nicely. And also, now don't worry if it's not perfect, because we are going to blend. I also do like a little bit of shading at the top of the eyelid. Nothing has to be perfect because we're going to blend with brushes, and you'll see that in just 1 second. This one that I particularly like is Urban Decay. It stays on and it doesn't smudge. I use an eyebrow pencil. I outline the eyes kind of in a motion of drawing that's sort of like, you know, flecks of hair. And I used to be very obsessive about having perfect eyebrows, and I realized nobody's face is exactly symmetrical. So I've come to peace with my eyebrows. I get them done once every 2 weeks. I also have them dyed because they frame our face. And then I use the eyebrow pencil with a brush at the end, and always, always brush the eyebrows afterwards. I use a little brush with the MAC pigment powder. And it's a very neutral color. And I do this, brush a little bit, tap a little off the brush, and I do in the corners of the eye. And then blend. My friends have always told me you need a little color in your face. I used to think I didn't like blush. Now I do, because it does give our face some life. And you don't want your face to look like a balloon on top of your body. So I use the blush, and I like a cream one right here on the apples of the cheeks. Now that's going to get blended soon too. A highlighting instrument. This is Yves Saint Laurent, and it's a highlighter, and it's light, and it's like your best weapon, mine at least. So I do that in all these places that are the places they say to do: above the eyebrows, top of the forehead, top of the nose, right here on the Cupid's bow, under the chin, above where the blush is, top of the eyes, and then just kind of blend again. Okay. Now, I use one brush for blush because I don't want anything to look too pink. And I blend now. And I use another brush for all my highlighting. And also to make sure that everything is really well blended. Lipstick. I use a bright lipstick, but many people like a neutral shade. They say as the older we get, the less bright it should be. And I could change. You can change all the time. But I once was feeling a little low, and I walked into MAC. I said, what can you do to make my face look a little brighter, a little younger? And they said that the only thing they would change is the lipstick. And they recommended this. And I kind of like it for now. Gives me a little life. You can add a little lip gloss. It'll soften it up. Always a lip pencil and then the lipstick. The last thing that I really like is Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray. It's refreshing, like an X over your face, and it feels great. 5-6 minutes, out the door.